I want to ask you about this situation with President Trump and the FBI. He took aim at the FBI following some speculation that Deputy Director Andrew McCabe is going to retire. He tweeted on Saturday this. I want to read this to you. How can FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, the man in charge, along with Leakin James Comey, of the phony Hillary Clinton investigation, including her 33,000 illegally deleted emails, be given $700,000 for wife's campaign by Clinton puppets during the investigation? Andrew McCabe is racing the clock to retire with full benefits. 90 days to go! Exclamation mark! Question mark! Exclamation mark! Lee, what do you say?
I don't think McCabe should be allowed to stay for 90 days. I think what we're seeing here with McCabe, with Baker, the general counsel, who is mysteriously pushed into another position. You're talking about the top lawyer at the FBI, this corrupt Agent Strzok, who is not an underling, but was a leader of the Clinton so-called investigation of her emails and the Russia dossier.
Strzok led the questioning for Mike Flynn, too. I mean, all of them are...
Oh, yeah. Look, the thing is, we have an FBI that the field agents, most of them are terrific. The agents are terrific. But the leadership, frankly, is a vestige of Herbert Hoover. Not Herbert Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover, the other Hoover. But we have a J. Edgar Hoover type FBI, it appears, at the leadership level. I mean, when you have three top people that are involved in very questionable activities, political involvement, violating the Hatch Act, getting involved as they're talking about the general counsel apparently may have been interacting with a left-wing publication, Mother Jones, to try and get out this phony dossier that impugned President Trump just a couple of weeks or a few weeks before the election. You know, there's Strzok, who's an avid Hillary Clinton supporter, a Trump hater, and that man was in charge of investigating Hillary. I mean, we need, I hope Christopher Wray is going to take this leadership of the FBI apart. They need a clean house. I frankly wish we had a new attorney general, because I think there are a lot of problems in the Department of Justice as well, and we need somebody there. I wish we had a DeGeneva or somebody else running the Justice Department. It needs to be cleaned out. This is serious. This is not just President Trump bellyaching. I think he was mild in his tweets, and I'd rather see his surrogates. I'd rather see other Republican leaders point out this problem. Congress is investigating it. We need another special prosecutor just to investigate the malfeasance of the Department of Justice under Loretta Lynch and what happened at the FBI under Comey, the leaking. I mean, we have real problems. And again, if we have a Democratic president in the future, I don't think the Democrats want an out-of-control FBI trying to discredit that president either.
I'm going to make a map of all the players in this game. It's gotten so big. But really quick, I want to ask about Rosie O'Donnell. She lashed out at Paul Ryan after the tax reform bill was passed. Here's what she tweeted. This is something else. She says, Paul Ryan, don't talk about Jesus after what you just did to our nation. You will go straight to hell. You screwed up fake altar boy. Hashtag Judas much. I mean, is this politics as usual or entertainment?
Rosie,
is this okay?
Rosie has, you mentioned the word entertainment. Rosie has committed the cardinal sin. And that's not attacking Paul Ryan or President Trump. It's not being funny. She's not funny. You know, if you're going to attack, at least be entertaining and humorous. And you know what? The more people like Rosie O'Donnell do that and it gets attention, the more it reminds regular Americans, mainstream Americans, even some that didn't vote for Donald Trump or maybe are not big Trump supporters, just how loony the left has become, how disconnected from reality they have become. And, you know, we have Bernie Sanders, he and his wife are being investigated by the FBI. You know, we've got, the Democrats have their own problems here. And I think that's why, again, as I said earlier, President Trump needs to really push these midterm elections. He needs to remind people that there are people that are in the establishment, and not all Democrats, some of them are Republicans, unfortunately,
I think he will,
that are trying to discredit his administration, that want him deposed from office, and they had better turn out to vote, because if we have a Democratic House, and certainly a Democratic House and Senate, we're looking at impeachment.
Lee, I could talk to you all morning.
We're looking at impeachment being used as a political weapon.
I'm up against a hard break. I could talk to you all morning. Thank you for coming on the show. It was great. Lee Spieckerman.
Always a pleasure, Cheryl. Thank you.